Good morning, my name's Dallas Seeley, founder and owner of the Seeley Group, and today we've got a really special nostalgic video by request. Behind me here is a very special home to me personally and my family. We're here in the heart of Sweetwater at the front section of Creekside, and we're here at 5700 Comanche Divide Cove. Now let me tell you a little story. The year was 2016 and our business was taking off like a rocket ship. We were going to new levels, right? We were helping more and more families, and Amy and I really sat down and we talked about our future. We talked about the vision that we wanted to paint for our family. And we talked about school districts, public versus private. We had all the deep dive conversations, and we ultimately settled that we wanted to raise our family in our family home in Lake Travis ISD. Now, we had some very, very high quality criteria, some boxes that had to be checked, right? We wanted views, we wanted a large lot, we wanted square footage, all the things, and we ultimately ended up building a custom home. Now, if you've ever built a custom home, it is not a short or easy process. In fact, our personal home took over 4 years from soup to nuts, and so during that time we sold our home in the Circle C area, and like a very smart homeowner, we moved into this rental right behind me in Sweetwater. Couple reasons why. Number one, you want to be as close to your custom new build as possible. You're gonna be checking in on every single day. Yes, the builder's responsible. Yes, they got a superintendent, but for your paradigm, for your mindset, you are the superintendent. You need to be checking on that puppy every single day. So we found this incredible rental behind me, and it's literally right across the street from our custom build. In fact, every day I would take my kiddos, my family, my wife, we would walk down these streets, we would pull out of the driveway, and immediately we would see the hill right across 71 where our custom home was. Number two, we were ecstatic about this rental because it is a Ashton Woods build, and it's one of our favorite tract home builders in all of Central Texas. In fact, our first home was a new Ashton Woods home we built in the Circle C area, and so we know the builder, we know the product like the back of our hand, and we were super excited to find this Lorraine floor plan right behind us. Beautiful kind of 4,000 square foot open one-story floor plan. You got the office up front, you've got a guest quarters up front, you've got the primary suite in the back corner, and then 2 secondary bedrooms. What I loved about this rental was the floor plan, the layout. The laundry room was huge. We had 3 French bulldogs at the time, and it has a perfect nursery setup, really catty corner from the primary bedroom. Walk you through some memories. We moved here in 2017. We were in this rental for 2 years. We were in Creekside. We were in Sweetwater for over 2 years. And so we know this neighborhood like the back of our hand. Yes, we've helped dozens and dozens of clients buy and sell in Sweetwater specifically, but we personally lived here for over 2 years. So let's talk about the community. Number one, we're at the front Creekside section. And so we would walk to the front pool. We would take our babies. In fact, you know, I'm probably sure our editors are going to put in some B-roll footage. I remember bringing my firstborn son home from the hospital here. I remember bringing my second child, Scarlett, my daughter, back from the hospital here. There's a lot of incredible memories made at this rental home. I remember working out in the gym, kind of dancing with my son. I'm sure we got some cool videos we'll put in, but there's a lot of great memories, right? At the end of every evening, walking these streets of the section. In the summer, taking our kiddos to the front pool and enjoying all those amenities, working out at the gym, going on the hike and bike trails, right? And doing workouts at the front of the neighborhood where the soccer field is, where they do the Camp Gladiator boot camps, playing basketball, just really utilizing all the incredible amenities of this community. In fact, we just made another video, you can click on it right here, that really takes a deep dive. But this home, back to it, super special. We learned a lot. There was a ton during the new build process, but let's talk about the things that sort of didn't hit the mark that we learned. Number one, we learned firsthand that you do not want the back of your home facing west. Now, we didn't think about that when we moved into this rental. It was a rental, so it wasn't that big of a deal. We didn't really cross every T, dot every I like we did with our custom build, but the back of this home faced west. And let me tell you something, Texas sun is so smoking hot during the months of June to really early September that the backyard was unusable. It was so hot that it scorched the wood decking that the owners had to stain it every single year, right? So west is dead in the Texas sun. You don't want to use it. Number two, because the back bedrooms, the primary suite and the nursery were facing the back of the house, which faced due west, our electric bill was through the roof. We had a one-story behind us, and we're talking $600, $700, $800 in those hot months, and the AC couldn't keep up. And so luckily, our new build, the back of the house faces due north, which is by far the best direction, right? Any time of day, most of the backyard, the house is shading the backyard. So that is learning lesson number one. Learning lesson number two, this home behind me was built in 2012, and back then all the aesthetic rage was dark and rich, and we've got dark wood floors. It was finished out like the model home when they built this home. Dark cabinetry, kind of a dark yellow vanilla paint, and so everything was dark. And I just remember having conversations with my wife multiple times on how that affected our mood. Like everything felt smaller, it felt more tight, right? And now that I'm a little bit older and wiser, there's actually a proven scientific study that if you can have larger open areas with lighter, brighter colors, it puts you in a better mood, it calms your nervous system. So that's learning lesson number two, and we utilize that learning lesson for our custom build. We want to light, bright, open, airy spaces. So that's learning lesson number two. Learning lesson number three, a 2-car garage for our growing family did not fit the bill at all, right? From our vehicles to working out in the gym to golf carts, it just, as you grow a family, you get more and more stuff. It's just kind of part of the deal, and you need more space. So we utilized that learning lesson, and we built a 4-car garage at our custom build, and we're already running out of space there. So that's learning lesson number three. The more garage space you can get, the better. And then learning lesson number four, right? It's just really keeping up all the little homeowner maintenance, from clean out your laundry vent trap to really taking great care of the quarterly maintenance of your HVAC system, right, to all the things. And so living in a home that basically was used as a rental since it was built 2012, right? In general, unfortunately, renters don't take great care of homes as if the actual homeowner would. So there was a lot of undue maintenance. Kind of learning lesson number five from this community is there's different sections, there's different products, and we loved our time here. We really did. It was a 9.5 out of 10, but we wanted more space. We wanted more elbow rooms, right? And so like most communities, like most price points in any real estate market, if you're more entry level, more medium, the tighter the houses are gonna be, the smaller the lots. If you're in a master plan community like Sweetwater and you're at more of the entry level sections, they're gonna be really close together, 5-10 feet apart. But if you have a larger budget and you can afford a larger lot, of course you're gonna get more elbow room, more space. Out here in Lake Travis, you've got the beautiful views, topography. And so not only getting elbow room, but getting views for miles and miles for those quintessential Lake Travis views is absolutely key. Again, my name's Dallas Seeley, founder and owner of the Seeley Group, and today, by request, we've got a really special nostalgic video for you today. As I mentioned earlier, we were in this rental home behind me for over 2 years as we built our custom home across the street, right? And there was really a big vision that was casted early on. So some highlights, some Cliff Note takeaways. Number one, Amy and I really sat down and we went all in on our vision, right? Our business was exploding like a rocket ship back in 2015, 2016. So we sold our first home that was at Ashton Woods home in Circle C, right? We bought the land of our custom lot across the street on top of the hill, and we moved into this rental right across from me in Sweetwater. And so living here for over 2 years, number one, really gave us firsthand knowledge and expertise of this community like any other real estate professional wouldn't have. We lived here for over 2 years. We've helped dozens and dozens of people buy, sell, and invest in Sweetwater. And we know this community like the back of our hand. We had a lot of learning lessons from this rental, right? Number one, hey, the back of the house should never face west. That was a major learning lesson. Number two, right, you want to be as close to your new build as possible so you can check in on it every day. Number three, whether you're a renter or a homeowner, right, doing your monthly and your quarterly and your yearly maintenance is absolutely vital to keeping the health and longevity of the house from years and years to come. And then another one is garage space. So just tons and tons of learning lessons, right? Open, airy, light and bright. We use that learning lesson for a new build, and we are the definitive real estate experts to help you buy, sell, and invest here in Sweetwater. If you liked what you saw today, do me a favor, click on the like and subscribe button above, pound it, like it, heart it, and now I've got one last nugget for you. We've put together a 40-page new construction buyer's guide. If you want it, if you want more details on why this is the best thing, the latest and greatest you can get out there for everything you need to know, not only buying new construction in Central Texas and Lake Travis, but here in Sweetwater particularly, there's a link in the description. So fill out that link, we'll send you the 40-page buyer's guide, and you'll have all the nuggets you'll ever need to know. Again, my name was Dallas Seeley. I had so much fun sharing our personal story, and we'll see you next time.